Okay, it is March 31st, 2023, and I'm still in my pajamas. So this is interesting, but I felt like the past hour since I woke up that I just feel pretty like ready to, what's it called? Roll my sleeves up and get to work. I don't really feel stressed. I feel pretty relaxed, which finally, I don't really feel worried. And there's like this just huge excitement, and I'm just ready to, start learning as much as I can. Ever since I got my second reading done, and yeah, I just really recommend it. But I would do some research on who you go to, because I think the way that the lady that I went to, she explains it so well, and she gives also some of her own personal tips, such as what I can do to connect with my guides. She made suggestions on what she does on her altar, and she wasn't implying this is the way. It was more like, these are some things I do, what do you you have to feel it out too, what works for you and your guides. So yeah, I one of the things she mentioned was one of my guides is really into tarot decks, and so I never worked with them before. So I bought one yesterday, and I picked a really pretty one with really amazing graphs and a very nice story behind it of the illustrator who did it. I'll put a link below. But so yesterday I was kind of I lit some incense, lit some candles, sat in front of my altar, and I shuffled the cards, and I just was you know what, I'm just gonna pick a card for the day of what the main message that my guide would like me to know. And I pulled a card, and it gave a description of what it means and what to look up further. And the image was hands kind of clasped together, multiple hands, and it's going towards the sky, and there's a bird, maybe a falcon, kind of up above. It's not looking down, it's more, I don't know, I got the impression from that card that you're not alone in your journey, and no goal or dream that you have is out of reach, that things are possible, and you have this bird kind of watching over you and making sure that you're protected, and that yeah, it's just, I don't know, it gave the energy of just limitlessness, I guess. So it was very exciting, and I think I'm just gonna intuitively pull a new card whenever I feel drawn to do so. But it was really a good experience, and I mean, I'm kind of working today, not really, but I'm just kind of in the planning mode. So I always thought I would take a 1 to 3 month backpacking trip, and now, or actually even last night, I wanted to go ahead and try to do a rough plan of where I would go, and what the weather is and what would I even see if I go there, and where would I stay. But instead I just bookmarked a lot of stuff I found on TikTok on what the best type of backpack is, that I wasn't even searching for it on TikTok, it just appeared. So that sort of thing, and what to bring and like how much cash to bring in different countries. So I just feel like super excited and I can't wait to get the ball rolling. Also, I was looking at like doing kind of consultant type work, and I think I have to like think about it more, but I'm pretty sure that's like the direction I want to take it. So like what kind of lights me up is like doing communications and like social media work, but like the place that I'm in now, it's very like bureaucratic, so you can't really get too creative there. I try to push it, but I feel like my upper management's very like old school thinking and very like, let's just follow what others are doing. So yeah, there's like this constant like tension between me and like them and the entire like organization pretty much. But I feel like with the consultant work, I can just like hop around. If I'm dissatisfied with another organization, I'm not like tied to it. So I feel like that much more aligns with where I'm at right now, which is crazy. I never thought I would think this way, because I think beforehand I was very like by the book and like, no, I have to have a career. It has to be this like 9-to-5 thing because I need insurance, because I need a retirement thing. And I think being at the job that I am, or that I'm currently in now, I was there for like 10 years. And I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like ready to just like let go. And I feel like finally, I think I understand what like surrender means, and just like being in like this mode of just letting things flow and not being anxious or worried or like having doubts creep up. And I feel like that's super refreshing. So yeah. So yeah, I know everyone's like at different parts of their journey, and I feel like I'm almost to like the top of the mountain. Like I kind of see like the view down below, and it's looking like real good. So I'm excited to keep posting, and I hope that like whoever's watching this knows that, you know, that time will come for you, and, you know, life is short. Just go ahead and like do the unexpected, and like don't let anyone stop you. I think that was a big problem for me, that I was just waiting for external people to validate my choices, and you know, that's just never gonna happen. No one's gonna understand what you want or your desires or your dreams. Even if it sounds crazy, you can do it. Like, I don't know, yesterday also, this is why I love TikTok. I mean, it gets like a lot of heat, especially right now, but like someone was live streaming their snorkeling session in Maui, and I just watched the whole thing for like 45 minutes of them going in the ocean, looking at like coral reefs and like pointing out the different types of fish. And like, it was just exciting to watch. And then it was even more exciting reading like the comments people were saying, because like, obviously you get like all types of ages. And I think it really like inspired people. And people were asking questions like, what kind of fish is this? Like, why is like, do sea turtles sleep, or like like that sort of thing. And it just like made me super excited. And like, I didn't get a chance to scuba dive, but I did snorkel, and when I did snorkel, I like loved it so much. And I feel like that's something that I want to gravitate towards. Maybe not become like some expert scuba diver, but like I would love to just like get down to the water and like see things that maybe other people have never seen before, and just take advantage of my time on the planet, and like just trying to do and see as much as possible. So yeah, I'm very excited. So I don't know what kind of like conversation I just had here, but don't give up. Persist in the things that you want, even if it sounds out of reach, even if like you don't see like it happening. It doesn't really matter. As long if you desire it, I say you go full force and do it. Like, why not? Why not? Your happiness is important. Other people's opinions do not matter. It's all about you. It's your life. What you want to do with it, what you want to see. Even if you're just curious about it, just look into it. You never know. Like, life has a weird mystery of working out. Like, for example, I think in college I took like a week-long study abroad type thing, and you had to learn Spanish. I barely spoke Spanish, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go and like see what happens and like interview with them to see if I was like accepted to this. I was. Somehow the Spanish came out, I don't know, from like years of studying, it like came out some part of my brain, and I was able to like pass through. So I went on this trip and I was scared as hell. And then people told me that it's like so dangerous to like go to this country, and like, what? Why don't you do something fun for spring break instead of like this volunteer type thing? And then we picked a theme of like teaching these like local kids about like the environment that they're in there, and like, you know, why it's important to like not throw trash and like take care of their community, basically. And so it was like such a short trip, but it was so rewarding. And I think like because of that trip, I was able to work at the place that I do now, which is all about like the environment. It's like the biggest public funder of like biodiversity and climate change issues, and like, yeah, it's just funny how things work, right? So it's all like connected. Otherwise, that wasn't like part of my initial plan. It wasn't like something I studied, and I knew nothing really about the subject, but I just like kind of followed my curiosity, and I like didn't really have like a solid, like it must look like this. I just kind of detached and let it just come to me. So anyway, I can talk more about this, but yeah, let me know if that makes sense, and just, yeah, just go after what you're curious about, even if it's for fun. It doesn't have to like lead somewhere. Okay, talk to you later.